Hello friends, I'm Robin Fiked at Stamping Country. Welcome to my stamping studio. You may remember last week I showed you how to make those paper peonies. Today I'm going to show you how to watercolor the Prized Peony from Stampin Up. So this is the peony we're going to color. It's sort of a no-line watercoloring technique. We're going to use Magenta Madness ink, which is a new color for 2020. We're going to ink up our image. We're going to use watercolor paper and we'll ink it with a magenta ink. Instead of using like a black or a gray or a brown, we're going to use the magenta ink, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that here in just a minute. Looks good. Look at all the lines and the details. Now I'm going to use, well, what used to be called an aqua painter. I think in the Stampin' Up catalog now they're called water painters, but you can refill these with water or alcohol. I have water in mine today. Now I'm taking this, you want it fairly dry but just a little bit wet. You'll notice how it's spreading the ink from my stamped image. You don't want too much water or it's going to look like a big smudge or a blob. Make sure that you leave a little space for the stamens. First card I colored, I forgot to do that, and it looked a little blasé, shall we say. So I didn't color in the spot where I want my stamens. Now I've added no ink to my brush yet. Now I'm going to. This is the Magenta Madness re-inker. I like to use these little trays. I'm a little OCD about my ink pads. Otherwise, you could use the lid of your ink pad if you wanted to as an ink tray. Now you could see the lines or the shading already in the stamp set, so you really don't have to think about it. In fact, you don't want to overthink about it. You're just laying down another light layer of ink where you see anywhere where you see shading. You want to work fairly quickly so it all sort of flows. Look how that added some depth. You probably could have left it just as it was before this, but it does give it quite a bit of depth. Now I see a little bit too much white. I'm going back with my damp brush and filling in a little bit of that white. Now for the center, I'm going to want yellow. So I'm rinsing my brush off. So I'm using Bumblebee. And I'm going to color the stamens with the Bumblebee ink. Super simple. Okay, when you clean your brush, give it a little squeeze so the water washes the ink away. You want to do that till it becomes clear. I want to add just another little layer of the Magenta Madness and sort of blend it out. Give a little more depth. You'll find that the ink does sort of soak in at first, so you may have to go back and add a couple layers until you get the look that you want for your peony or whatever you're coloring. But today it's my Prized Peonies. Beautiful. Alright, this is a bud, so it should be pretty dark. Clean off my brush. And now I'm going to do my leaves. Yes, I know the red's not going to work or the magenta is not going to work. So we're going to use Pear Pizzazz and Old Olive. I'll start with the Pear Pizzazz. I'm just going to fill in my leaves and my stem. Again, you want to use just a damp brush. Make sure it's not too wet or the water will puddle up. And you'll have a big gloppy mess. So for the Pear Pizzazz, I'm just laying down the color. Once you've accomplished that, you can clean off your brush if you want. And then we're going to add some Old Olive. The Old Olive's going to be the shading. And again, I'm going with the picture that I've already stamped. They sort of show you where to shade. I definitely want my stems a little bit darker. This is going to give you a little depth in your stems and in your leaves. You'll notice it's at the tips and along the veins, a lot of it. But you can see where it should be just by the art in the stamp set. Okay, let's finish off this card. We'll let that dry. And we're going to assemble our card. We'll start with a thick Whisper White card base. It's cut 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I'm using some In Good Taste designer paper. I've used the die from the Prized Peony bundle to make the little edge. And the tile paper is also from the In Good Taste designer series paper stack. I like to make my edges a little longer. It's easier to trim them off and make sure everything lines up very nicely. Do you see this little stamp? It's just a little something something that you can add to the background. I'm using smoky slate ink because I just want a real subtle background. Randomly stamp this around my peony. We are almost done. It almost looks like speckles, only it has the little, it sort of goes with this In Good Taste designer paper with that tile look. And I'm going to use the friendship stamp from the Prized Peonies. This is my Stamparatus stamp positioning tool. I like to use my bottom corner of my grid. Ooh, let's line that up a little bit better. So we'll stamp this. I do like to use my Stamparatus when I am stamping sentiments in particular, because then if it doesn't pick up all the letters, you can easily go back and fix it. That looks actually pretty good. I'm going to add just a little bit of ink because I can. And we'll assemble our card. And you can see how that just comes together. We'll trim off that edge. The last finishing touch is the Elegant Faceted Gems. This is my giveaway with the hostess code this month. So you can find details on that if you click the link below and go to my blog. It'll tell you more about my giveaway for this month, the month of June. But you can see how that gives just a little bit of sparkle. Thanks so much for stopping by. And if you like this video, be sure to like. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Have a fabulous day.